Well, I've got a lot to share with you in today's broadcast. For starters, I got to give a big shout out to Robert F. Kennedy Jr. I am stoked that he has officially endorsed Donald J. Trump and removed his name, or is removing his name, from 10 separate states so he can get those votes increased for Donald J. Trump. I am stoked about this. And by the way, I'm looking forward to the position that Donald Trump will place him in. I hope it's Attorney General, but if not, hey, there's lots of other positions that I think he would work well in, especially in the health industry. So thank you so much, RFK Jr. I am stoked by this because this is definitely going to help our party. But either way, this has officially pissed off the Democrats, so much so that the tyrannical dictator known as Joe Biden and his administration, they have officially pulled the Secret Service detail away from Robert F. Kennedy Jr. I mean, this is a huge slap in the face to the man who's got the Kennedy name, and they have been assassinated, right? He's got the assassination attempts in his bloodline there. I mean, the guy should definitely have detail, period. But here they are, throwing a big tantrum and removing his detail. It just makes me literally sick to my stomach. And hey, if you're a Democrat, why the hell do stuff like that? It doesn't make sense. But anyway, on some other news, there is a lot going on, particularly CEOs are running for their lives. And more specifically, they are running away from the governments of the world who are right now trying to arrest them. Now, the billionaire CEOs that I'm talking about are the ones that are actually doing the right thing. Just because you're a billionaire doesn't necessarily mean you're the most evilest person in the world. But these particular CEOs, I'm talking about the CEO of Telegram, the CEO of Rumble, the CEO now of X, that would be Elon Musk. They are literally putting their lives on the line simply because they adhere to freedom of speech, and governments all around the world are absolutely pissed off about it. By the way, this is why I created restrictedrepublic.com. And look, if you're not there, I want to encourage you, get there and get there now. There is a lot going on, and you never know one day if, unfortunately, some of these social media sites like Telegram or whatever, if they can one day become compromised. We're behind a paywall, and this is why I started Restricted Republic that way. Sign up there, go there right now, hit that pause button, go to restrictedrepublic.com, and you can get it for $5 per month. Use that coupon code Lisa and the number 5, and you'll get it for $5, cheaper than a cup of coffee, by the way. And it could literally be that lifeline for you. We're a community of people there, so I really want to see you there. We share exclusive content that you're not getting anywhere else over at restrictedrepublic.com. So hope to see you there. But in light of that, again, that's why I created Restricted Republic. But in light of that, the Telegram CEO has been arrested. You know, many people are really shocked by this, but take a look. This is Reuters.com. Telegram messaging app CEO Duvrov arrested in France. It goes on. Pavel Durov, the Russian-born billionaire, founder and owner of the Telegram messaging app, was arrested at La Bourget Airport outside Paris shortly after landing on a private jet late on Saturday and placed in custody, 3 sources told Reuters. It goes on. Durov has a dual French and UAE citizenship, and he was arrested as part of a preliminary police investigation into allegedly allowing a wider range of crimes due to lack of moderators on Telegram and lack of cooperation with police, a third French police source said. Telegram, based in Dubai, was founded by Duvrov, who left Russia in 2014 after he refused to comply with demands to shut down opposition communities on his VK social media platform, which he sold. The encrypted application, with close to 1 billion users, is particularly influential in Russia, Ukraine, and the republics of the former Soviet Union. It ranks as as one of the major social media platforms after Facebook, YouTube, WhatsApp, Instagram, TikTok, and WeChat. Now, Duvrov has actually responded to all of this on his Telegram account. Here's what he actually said on Telegram News. He said, Telegram abides by EU laws, including the Digital Service Act. Its moderation is within industrial standards and constantly improving. Telegram's CEO, Duvrov, has nothing to hide and travels frequently in Europe. It's absurd to claim that a platform or its owners are responsible for the abuse of that platform. Amen. Amen. And he goes on to say that they have almost 1 billion users globally, use Telegram as means of communication and as a source of vital information. We're awaiting a prompt resolution of this situation. Telegram is with you all. And you can see it's already garnered millions of views there. But kind of an update on that as of today, well, he is still with France and they're extending his detention. No shock there. France has gone completely dictatorial, by the way, but here it is. France extends detention of Telegram CEO Pavel Duvrov for questioning. Now, the article goes on to detail this, that his detention was extended beyond Sunday night by the investigating magistrate who is handling the case, according to a source close to the investigation. This initial period of detention for questioning can last up to a maximum of 96 hours, Le Monde continues. When this phase of detention ends, the judge can then decide to free him or press charges and remand in further custody. So at this point, the initial 48 hours was extended to the max 96 hours, during which time the judge must charge him or release him. However, in more serious cases, the detention period can reportedly be extended for up to 144 hours or 6 freaking days. Either way, right, this has Russia in a tizzy. Here's just some of what the papers have said. And this is from Steve Rosenberg. Today's Russian papers on Pavel Duvrov's detention in Paris. The blow to Telegram threatens to become a blow to Russia. Telegram might become a tool of NATO. If Telegram crashes, how will our army fight? And you can see some of the papers there that he's showing. But basically, to put it bluntly, Russia is Telegram, right, is widely used among the Russian military. This is why Russia has a real issue with it, because they're saying, hey, wait, those encrypted services are used a lot by our military here in Russia. So, of course, they're very upset. Take a look here as well. And this is on Sky News. And it states, Duvrov, Russia calls Telegram founder a political prisoner after arrest in France. Interesting. In fact, just a warning to everybody. Look, if I were you, if you need to do any backup and cleaning on your Telegram account, you better do that now. You better do that now, because there's also reports that, the U.S. government could have been involved. In fact, I'm going to play a clip from the Telegraph CEO, a clip from about 4 or 5-ish months ago, or it was a while back on Tucker Carlson, in which he revealed the fact that the U.S. government tried to infiltrate his company. Take a listen to what he says here.
There's this second part, which was probably more alarming there in the U.S. We got too much attention from the FBI, the security agencies, wherever we came to the U.S. So to give you an example, last time I was in the US, I brought an engineer that is working for Telegram, and there was an attempt to secretly hire my engineer behind my back by cybersecurity officers or agents, whatever they are called.
The US government should hire your engineer?
That's my understanding. That's what he told me.
To write code for them or to break into Telegram?
They were curious to learn which open source libraries are integrated to the Telegram's app, on the client side, and they were trying to persuade him to use certain open source tools that he would then integrate into the Telegram's code that, in my understanding, would serve as backdoors.
Would allow the US government to spy on people who use Telegram.
the US government or maybe any other government, because a backdoor is a backdoor regardless of who is using it.
And there you have it. Our FBI yet again has their little scrubby freaking hands in the pot right there, trying yet again to get more access to Americans' information. It leaves it open, right? They can spy and do whatever they want. And hey, a back door there, according to the CEO, is open to whomever. Doesn't seem right now, does it? This is our own government. This is leading many people to question, did our United States government, did our U.S. State Department have anything to do with the arrest? In fact, I want to show you this clip. This is from Mike Benz, and take it as you will. But here's what he had to say about the U.S. State Department. And he believes, by the way, that they're behind the arrest of Telegram's CEO. But here's what he says. Take a listen.
Because I believe the State Department is, at the very least, if not outright pushing, participating in this political prosecution. The State Department has been going after Telegram. Now, they don't want to shut Telegram down. Let me explain this. Telegram is a double-edged sword for the State Department. Telegram played a major role in the State Department's fomenting of the color revolution in Belarus in the summer of 2020.
There you go.
The National Endowment for Democracy, the U.S. State Department, and USAID were all funding the major organizers of the street riots in Belarus and using Telegram as the main channel to organize those street riots. Because Telegram has such ubiquitous use in Eastern Europe, also in Russia, also in Ukraine. So they love Telegram as a way to organize renter riots to destabilize Lukashenko's government.
So that's kind of an idea, but he expands a little further. I'm going to fast forward to about the 3-minute mark because I want you to hear the other part of this, but take a listen to what he says here.
So what they want to do is not kill Telegram like they wanted to kill WikiLeaks. They want to control it. And the problem is they didn't have the ability to put sufficient pressure on Pavel to break his will.
Yep.
So he's living in Dubai, and now they have leverage. And I believe that's the purpose of this prosecution, not to establish a legal precedent that it is, that every encrypted account, every encrypted chat app, its founder is personally responsible for all illegal conversations or transactions on the platform, but rather to force Telegram to become WhatsApp.
There you go. They want full control over Telegram like they have over these other apps, like WhatsApp, like Facebook. You can't just say, hey, we're going to take this CEO and we're going to put him behind bars and accuse him of all this illegal stuff that may or may not happen on his platform. And hey, he's going to be reliable for that. Well, that happens pretty much. Bad stuff happens on all these platforms, I hate to say. But he's already got the stuff in place to make sure that happens at a minimal. You can't prevent everything. So then one has to ask the question, why isn't, say, Zuckerberg in jail by these people or whomever? And it's because they are compliant, unlike the CEO of Telegram, who wants us to have access to freedom, who wants us to have access to freedom of speech, who wants us to know that our information isn't copied 24/7 by the likes of our U.S. government. And by the way, it's illegal to do that without a warrant anyway, but they're doing it. And as a result of that, other CEOs have left the country there in France. Take a look at what happened with Chris Pavlovsky. He is the CEO there of Rumble. Okay. And rightly so. He should be afraid. I'm a little late to this, but for good reason, he says. I've just safely departed from Europe. France has threatened Rumble, and now they have crossed a red line by arresting Telegram's CEO, reportedly for not censoring speech. Rumble will not stand for this behavior and will use every legal means available to fight for freedom of expression, a universal human right we are currently fighting in the courts of France, and we hope for Pavel Durov's immediate release. Amen and amen. These are at least two CEOs who are standing on the right side of history, unlike Zuckerberg and all these other Google CEOs and stuff who are selling us all downriver. These people are putting their lives down. They're putting their lives at risk, and they truly and honestly are. Now, regarding Rumble, China has banned Rumble. France now threatens Rumble. So does Brazil, UK as well. Russia bans Rumble. New Zealand threatens Rumble. And France, as you know, has now arrested the Telegram CEO. You know who should, I think, be a little worried right now? And that is Elon Musk. I really do. I think that there's already been people right here in the United States of America. I played the clip for you where a Washington Post journalist was begging the Biden administration to basically arrest Elon Musk and shut him up and not have the interview or not air the interview between Elon Musk and Donald J. Trump on X, saying, hey, and there were other people calling for his literal arrest. That's of Elon Musk. In fact, he has responded to the arrest of Pavel. And here it is, Elon Musk. He says, #free Pavel. And he shares parts of the interview there with Tucker Carlson. He also said this as well regarding the question from Naomi Siebert, why don't they arrest Mark Zuckerberg for enabling child predators? And he says, because he already caved to censorship pressure. And that's absolutely right. And then he also said, POV, it's 2030 in Europe, and you're being executed for liking a meme. And that's what he said regarding his arrest. It's absolutely sick and disturbing that this is even happening, especially in France, a supposed free country. Not so free anymore. Mr. Macron ain't so good there, is he? And neither is what's going on in Canada with Trudeau. Things are getting worse, folks. They're not getting better. Again, this is why we kicked off restrictedrepublic.com. Get there, use the coupon code Lisa and the number 5. I want to see you there. We have to have that community. We have to stick together. And I've got exclusive inside information we're not posting here, and we're not posting anywhere else. It's exclusive to there. And in light of everything, you never know when they could say seize Rumble or Telegram altogether. And so our last bastions of that freedom that we have are on platforms like Restricted Republic. So hope to see you there. Anyhow, I love all of you. I'm Lisa Haven, signing out.